Hey guys, Iris here. Today I'm going to share a really easy method of making sourdough bread. You're going to need 25 grams of active sourdough starter. You're also going to need 350 grams of filtered water, 500 grams of all-purpose flour, and 9 grams of salt. You want to start with a large bowl with plenty of room for your sourdough to grow in. You also want to be able to cover your bowl. What we're going to do first is mix our water, salt, and sourdough starter together. Then we're going to add our 500 grams of all-purpose flour and mix until it is just combined and there are no more dry spots in the flour. Next, you want to cover the bowl and let it sit at room temperature for 30 minutes. This process is called the Autolease process, and it allows the flour to absorb some of the water and makes the dough easier to handle. Next, you want to start stretching your dough to improve the gluten strength. You want to gently stretch the dough as far as you can without breaking it, and then very gently fold it over onto itself. We're going to do 3 rounds of stretch and folds, letting the dough rest in between each round. Let the dough rest covered at room temperature for about 30 minutes in between each round. By the end of the stretch and fold process, the dough should be extremely elastic and stretchy. Now it's time to cover the dough and let it ferment at room temperature for 12 to 16 hours. Here's what it looks like after fermenting on the counter for 16 hours. With oiled hands on an oiled surface, gently tuck and roll your sourdough into a loaf. Place it into a greased loaf pan, and we're going to let it rise at room temperature for 1 hour covered. I'm using everything but the bagel seasoning today. You could also put oats on top or do an egg wash. Next, we're going to score it with a very sharp knife, and we're going to bake it at 375 for 1 hour.